Hey, what's going on, guys? Election day. Things are tense out there. It's almost over. Looks like it's 4:30 my time. Should run until, well, hopefully things go smoothly. So far, so good. Silver had a great day, and copper also. Gold is waiting for something. So let's get to it. Here's the dollar. You can see the dollar in a bearish retracement on a daily chart. Gapped up Monday, Tuesday, making a lower high on the close. So we'll see what happens so far on the weekly. It's still hanging 10 after a bullish retracement. So let's see who wins in the end. I think a Trump win would be good for the dollar. Confidence around the world could be staved off for a little while, but I definitely would say that $20 trillion in debt, something needs to give, and I think the dollar is one of them. S&P looks like it had a great day, up near its highs. So it got rejected on the breakout. See the breakout line there? We'll see. That's a nice reversal candle there. Daily chart. And kind of a bullish encompassing pattern there. Gap and run is another bullish signal. Right now it's getting into resistance though. Yeah, let me take this out so I don't confuse anybody. So weekly we're coming into resistance, but got a bunch of bullish signals, and it's coming off of a oversold. Here's the 10-year Treasury. It looks bullish. It might take out that double top, flat top break, might take a run. The weekly chart, daily chart. See that flat top? I imagine coming up to resistance, backing off, doing a tight U. If it's bullish, a very tight U, and then taking a run. And you can see the churn here as well. Dow Jones looks a little bullish there. Don't know what to think. Wall Street definitely wants Hillary to win, but I think the world wants Trump to win. So we'll see who wins. I mean, pretty stressful out there. Bunch of voter fraud. It amazes me all the machines always switch to Hillary. So, I mean, is it just a one-sided rigging? Or are both candidates allowed to rig? I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but looks like all the evidence points to one-sided manipulation. This is terribly sad. Looks a little bullish on this. Broke outside of the pattern finally. See if it comes back into the pattern for a bullish retracement so I can move higher. Nice move outside the pattern. NASDAQ. Nice reversal bar. Nice gap and run. Still bullish. Closing near its highs, coming into resistance as it did a little tappy tap tappy and backed off. Daily chart. Weekly chart. See the bullish retracement and then the bounce. Pretty nice bounces on these. Deutsche Bank. Let's see where you're going. No movement today. Looks like the bankers are in a wait and see on this one. Nice gap. Looks like it's being caught in a storm here. Might have to cover the gap, but looks like Deutsche Bank's in a standstill for this week. Nikkei came all the way down, stretched to the limits, and looks like it wants to churn, or is that a bearish retracement? Not sure yet on this one. The weekly chart tried to break out and came back in, so it's still trying to get above previous highs. And it's oversold, so well, it's not absolutely oversold yet, but it's getting in the area. See what kind of breakout we can get. Pretty weak so far. After the first break, it came back in pretty sheepishly. Looks like crude came down again. Very oversold on a daily. Looks like we're putting in lower highs, higher lows. So far for the week, it's a higher low. Still below resistance though. Needs to gather its legs and move on up to recover after the cross over the 34 on the downside. On a weekly chart, it's not good. Pretty long candle there too. So we'll see how long this will stretch out. Maybe a bearish retracement back into resistance where it broke down, and then continue, which sucked because it was over the 34 for a large amount of time, even put a new high in. So we'll see how this measures out. Got a long way to go for the end of the month. Gold and silver. Silver, like I said, took off. Silver was definitely on a run and a tear. So gold was definitely a better buy today. But pretty cool. We can watch the gold silver ratio every day. I thought that was amazing. Regular gold had a pretty rough day. Still in the pattern. Back and forth is what we got. Copper and silver moved up. This came down. Hopefully we can get all three of them to start to run. We did have a cross down here, so that's important. On a daily, it looks like it bounced, almost put in a perfect hammer, but maybe it's not as perfect as I wanted it. But definitely a nice bounce off of the 13 EMA. Silver, you can see the push today and then all the way back into support, so that's a bullish move. They like doing that, bullish, and it comes all the way back in. We haven't seen this come down enough. Maybe some sideways action. Let this thing gather its legs. Get ready for a push. Looks like a flat top break at 1875. Breaking in the previous lows, you got to get to the other side of this pattern, and you can see the pattern. We might be in it for a while. But silver's doing pretty well, I think. Copper. You can see copper just took off like a bandit. Couple good days in a row. Let's look at the weekly. Nice flat top break. You can see the difference on that breakout compared to the Nikkei. See how the break is? It was pretty weak. Not ready to go. Where copper is running. Pretty nice. Outside the pattern. Broke. Very long leg. Closing on its highs. Could still move for the rest of the week. Unless it wants to put a double top. copper close. GDX, kind of not happy with this. It's bending. We're waiting too much time below all the averages. We need to get above the averages. And it looks now to be a bearish flag, as it could just topple over, which would suck because I thought that the cup and handle was just the most amazing sight I've seen in a long time. But it is still hanging in there, so don't fret. Maybe tomorrow is a greater day. Nice cup and handle, but it is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's being stretched to the downside. Not sure where the breaking point is, but it doesn't look healthy. Looks like it's on a tether. Looks like a bearish flag, and it's starting to churn over as the 8's coming through. You can see the bearish retracement back into the 8 as it crosses. Anything can happen. We got a churn down here on that GDXJ, but the more time it wastes trying to consolidate, the more weak it gets. Same thing. Churning over. Could get another leg down on this, which, oh, I was so happy about that cup and handle. Does not look like it's going to happen. Not from here. But anything could happen. This thing could just gap up out of nowhere. So we'll see. Silver and copper did good, but these four did not. Yeah, I'm talking all about the miners. See bitgold up for today, but on a weekly it did put in that lower high. So it's got a lot of work to do. It might need to consolidate. I guess that's it. Don't want to get into any equities. Just trying to make this short and sweet, but someone on my Facebook feed suggested to start watching all the hemp stocks again, even though after the last bull run, because a lot of states might legalize hemp. So it could be another gold rush. So keep an eye on that, and I hope everybody is safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.